Hey everyone, it's me Jay, and to be honest, I didn't know what to record today. Usually when I'm at work, an idea pops in my head and then I think about it all day and I come home, sit down and record it. But today I honestly didn't know what to record. I was so stressed out. I looked at the notes that I had on my computer, but nothing felt quite right to record or sit down and talk about. So I was really stressed out. I started cleaning my bookshelf behind me and I stumbled upon a program to a play that I was in. And I was like, oh my God, I should really talk about this because I had an awful experience working in this play and I just thought maybe you guys would like to hear it. But yeah, because I know I've never talked about this before on my channel. If you guys didn't know, I was in a play called The Vagina Monologues. It was a play that featured all women and I just had a really bad experience working in this play. And so I thought I'd just sit down and tell you guys a little story time and just how I got into this play, why I hated it so much. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, so let's just jump into it. Basically, the beginning of this year, another trans girl in this community reached out to me and said, hey, I would really love if you would be a part of this play with me. I wrote this piece specifically for this play and I want you to play Woman 1. And she sent me the script and I read it and I loved the script so much. I was like, oh my God, this is so good and I would love to be a part of this. But I suffer from really bad social anxiety, so I was iffy about it. I didn't really know if I wanted to, but then I started to think, I was like, you know, this girl reached out to me because I'm assuming she, I don't know, likes me or some sense, or wants me to help out. And I felt moved by that. I was happy that someone wanted me to work on something, and I felt special. And I knew that if I put myself out there, maybe I'd gain some kind of experience in this field. Maybe I'll find a new passion that I didn't know that I had. And so I thought about it and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I need to stop being such a baby. My social anxiety is never going to get better unless I go out there and just do this. So I messaged her back and I was like, I would love to be a part of this play. You know, I love the script. So then I asked, you know, when is the play? And she was like, oh, in like 3 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, that's so soon. And then she sent me a picture of the play program and it had when the original auditions were. And I was like, I'm confused. Why wasn't I asked to go audition? Why am I just gonna be a part of this play? Like, I was so confused because the auditions were several months beforehand. So I was like, what the heck? Why am I just knowing now, 3 weeks before the play, to rehearse for this play? But I didn't think much of it. And then we all got together and we practiced. I probably still know the lines to this play. Our piece wasn't that long, but it was still a lot of lines to learn, especially because I've never acted before and I was just really nervous. They were just monologue pieces, so there wasn't like physical actions that I had to do. I was just kind of speaking to a crowd, and the piece was honestly very powerful. I just really loved the story that it told in a trans perspective, because the 3 characters in the piece were talking about trans women and their experiences and I just really liked it because I could resonate with the character that I was, and it just made me really happy. So everything was going great. I learned all my lines, I was getting along with the other trans women, and the day before the show, the entire cast got together and we got to sit down and kind of watch the play with everyone in it, because the play is separated between different monologues from different women's experiences. So it's not just trans women, it's just like a whole bunch of different experiences. And I don't know why I never thought of this, but when I sat down and watched everyone's piece for the first time, I immediately hated the play and I felt miserable watching it. And I couldn't believe that I didn't read the entire script, and I was really upset that I did. And I'm so mad because I could have read the title of the play and understood why I would hate this play. But basically all the stories in this play, every detail about this play, all revolved around a vagina and women's experiences with their vagina. And me being a trans woman without a vagina, I felt very awful sitting in a room where all these women were praising and loving their vagina. And I was so upset after sitting watching it. I was so dysphoric. I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I had an anxiety attack. I didn't want to have anything to do with this. And I was just getting really upset because after hearing all the pieces, after hearing every woman say the word vagina, talking about how they have it, and it was agonizing just being involved in this. And there's no shade to the producers of this play or to the actresses of this play, because obviously it wasn't their fault. They were amazing people. It was just the whole idea that a vagina is what makes a woman, and that's what this play was about. I just think there's a lot of backward thinking involved in this play that's supposed to be progressive. And the producers were great in making it a progressive piece, especially with involving trans people in this play. But at the same time, those stories really, really hurt whenever I sat down and watched it. And then the day of the show comes, I kind of sit down, I talk to everyone. In the green room, we're all sitting down, we're all talking. Everything's chill, pretty much. I'm really awkward, so I kind of have a hard time talking to anyone. I kind of stick around the other trans women, and then someone comes up and then mentions how there was going to be someone other than me as the third trans woman in the play. And I was like, wait, what? And then so I asked the person who asked me to be in the play, who was supposed to be in the play other than me? And apparently I found out that there was a third trans woman that was going to be involved but dropped out last minute. So that's why I was asked to be in the play. So I was kind of like a last resort. And when I heard that, I was just so pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I did this because I thought, you know, someone wanted me to be a part of something, you know, but it was just, I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like shit, basically. And I was really upset about this. And it was the day of the play, so I couldn't just like walk out. So, you know, I just sat there in the green room, hearing everyone laugh upstairs about women and their vagina, and I was miserable. Our piece of the play was fine. I was nervous, but I got through with it. I just know that I never want to be a part of something like that again. It just made me just so like disgusted and upset. But like I said, it wasn't any of the women's fault. It wasn't any of the producers' fault. It was just a shitty play. Like, I don't think anyone really understands the struggles of a trans woman, the struggles of what women really are. And then it's more than the anatomy. Like I said, it was no one's fault. I just had a really tough experience. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm sorry if it was a little bummy. But you know, we have some good days, we have some bad days. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to support me, I have my Patreon, I have my album. They will help me out so much. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Also, if you want to keep up with me, I have a Twitter and an Instagram. Those links will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
You're drinking, you're sleeping alone. There's a fine line between you, what's real and what's home. I never know how to hold on. I see the worst in you, but the best in me. Apartment lots where the parking's free. I feel numb.